My name's Cody Mychalyshyn. I'm from Canada. I'm 23 years old. I'm a professional fishing guide. I work for about half the year. The other half of the year, I like to travel the world, see new places. I grew up in the industry of fishing, service industry, doing basically what I do now, but I do it for a different company, and I love it. It's nothing I'd want to do different. My life is exactly where I want it to be. When I was 19 years old was the first time I bought meat, and it was one of the first times that I was traveling on my own. So it was the first time really being away from home long enough that I had to go to the store and get what I needed. But when I was 16 was when I moved away from home. It was after boarding school, and I wanted to get out on my own, prove myself to myself. So I started guiding at different camps in the country. I worked my way up, and now I'm at one of the most prestigious lodges in Canada, and it pays well, so I enjoy it. I love meeting new people all the time, and I love that my office is a boat, that I get to go fishing every day. I don't have to be stuck inside on a keyboard, or I'm not good at that. I don't like being inside all the time. So now I work for about 4 months a year, and then I spend about 2 months at home with my family to catch up and see how they are, and then the other 6 months of the year I like to travel. I've been through Canada, US, Mexico, Dominican Republic, Belize, Guatemala, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, Panama, Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, Bolivia, Morocco, Portugal, Spain, France, England, Ireland, Germany, Poland.
Where do you get all the money?
The money.
Yeah, to travel all around the world.
So for me, with my job, when I'm working, I have no expenses besides alcohol. So, which isn't that expensive either, because my clients often buy it for me. My food, my accommodation, everything's taken care of by the company. So basically after 4 months, it's just constant money in the bank, and then I have a lump sum that I can travel with. And sometimes I go over my budget and I'm very broke and I can't afford anything. I can barely afford to eat sometimes, but you know what? That doesn't matter. It's not about having the money to live luxuriously and do this and that all the time. It's about seeing a culture, seeing the people, and learning about them. And I find there's lots of different places that you can go, and you can work with them for quite cheap, where they'll give you free accommodation if you help them out, give them some work. You know, like, I have skills in different construction and plumbing, electricity. Like, I work well with my hands. So for me, I can just say, hey, you want me to fix that for you? I can do that, but can I stay here for a couple nights for free? And they go, okay, yeah, that's fine. And they'll feed me, and we become friends, and then I have a new best friend. So now, through the last 5 years or so, I've been on just about every continent besides Antarctica, and I've met people from all over the world. I've loved every minute of it, and it's such an experience where all my friends are going to school and they're just trying to get a job and get married and have kids, and I think, why rush into it? I've got my whole life to do that. I'd rather get a degree in people, like learn cultures, learn people, learn this, new experiences, like be something different. And that's what I like about traveling. So yeah, that's kind of a little bit about my life. My plans for the next few years are going to be buy a house or two and just rent them, so I'll have constant income then. And from that, I want to then buy a hostel somewhere in South America, somewhere I can surf, dive, do lots of the things I like for very cheap, and have a business so I can stay as long as I want. I've got a couple friends, 2 different friends, that are looking into it with me, and we're planning this. This will probably happen in the next 5 to 8 years, hopefully. we'll have somewhere completely set up, and you know, I've got so many friends, same with the other two, from traveling now. We'll just say, hey, come on down, we'll give you a nice cheap price, and you guys just leave us a great review, and before you know it, I feel like we'll do well. I stayed at enough different hostels that I know what a good hostel is and what one isn't. So I think I could do well. It's that I feel like as a person, it's not about getting the best education and having the most money to grow into an adult. It's about meeting people that are the different age from you and learning different cultures than you. And that's how you grow as a person. Doing different things, living on different pay scales, and just experience the world. Don't just be so focused on one thing, because there's so much out there, and you can't grow as a person unless you experience these things. Motto.
Yeah.
Oh, I used to have one. I used to say, you live once, you die once. Make it count. So now I don't really have one. I just happy to be alive. I just heard yesterday, I just learned it. It's still kind of new to me, so I gotta read it to still get it. But it says, death is not the greatest loss in life. The greatest loss is what dies inside us while we live. And for me, that kind of resonates as it's not about going to school or trying to make the most money, because you end up killing the best things inside of you to make yourself better. And that's not what life's about. It's about making yourself happy, having the pursuit of happiness, and getting out there and just doing what you enjoy. A lot of people, it's not about having the best of everything to make you happy. It's about making the best out of what you have to make you happy.